Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to G-Rod Girls. My name is Gerardo and this is my channel. If this is the first time you're here and you're into learning about backyard barbecue on all sorts of different types of grills, whether it's charcoal, pellet, or electric, then absolutely please consider subscribing because that's what this channel is all about. Today I'm going to be doing the first cook on my Bradley smoker that I got a couple of weeks ago, and what better way to break it in than by doing a tri-tip roast. A tri-tip is one of our favorites around the house here, so might as well put it right to the test and see what the family thinks. Are you ready to get going? Let's go. All right, so here we go. We've got about a 2.5 to 3 pound tri-tip here, ready to go. It's been trimmed up. I got this from my local butcher, Miller's Meats. Trimmed it all up. It's just on a cookie sheet with a wire rack so I can season it nicely, and then I'm gonna throw this in my fridge like this. What I'm going to be using today is also from my local butcher, a blackout rub that they offer that I've just put in a regular shaker. You've seen this done lots. I'm not using a binder or anything. I'm just gonna put the rub over top. I'm gonna cover it all, make sure that all the sides are covered. And with this blackout rub, we're gonna get a nice little crust on it. You can use whatever rub you want. Salt and pepper works just as good. I just like using this rub. I haven't used it in a little bit and wanted to give it another try. All right, so here we go. This is all we're gonna do to our tri-tip. You can see it's been seasoned nicely. The blackout rub here really lets me see exactly where I've missed or what I hit with the rub. This is gonna go in my fridge for the next 2 to 3 hours. I'm gonna take it out of there about half an hour to an hour before I'm ready to smoke it and let that meat come up to room temperature a little bit. That'll help to make sure that everything cooks evenly throughout. Again, I'll throw this in my fridge. I'm not gonna wrap it, just gonna put it like this on this rack and in the cookie sheet underneath. Throw it in there uncovered, and I'll show you when we're ready to put it back into the smoker. All right, here we go. So I've got this preheating to 250. I've set my smoke timer to an hour. I'm not going to smoke that long, but I'm gonna smoke for about 20 minutes to half an hour. There was a partially burnt biscuit in there already. So that's gonna give me about the 10-minute mark. I've got a fresh biscuit in there right now, which is gonna give me another 20 minutes worth. And then I'm gonna fill the gap with these little rings that I bought off Amazon. These will just kind of help me pass that to make sure that I'm not burning any additional wood and that it'll still continue to feed that biscuit into the burner itself. So I think I only need 2, but I'm gonna put in 3 anyway, just in case. And those you can buy on Amazon. I think they're like 25 bucks, pretty cheap to go through. I've set my timer on my oven timer for 4 hours. It's certainly not going to smoke for that or cook for that long, but I don't want this to turn off on me while it's still going. I've set the temperature to 250 degrees, which is where I want it to, and the oven temp is currently at 149 degrees. So once we get to 250 there, I am going to hit the advanced wood to get that biscuit going into the burn pot, and then I am going to put the meat in. All right, so now it's time to put this tri-tip on. Got the tri-tip there. You can see it's now smoking. We'll get this right on there. I'm gonna use this middle rack. Ooh, a little warm in there. And there it goes. So now it's going to sit in there and smoke until it gets to an internal temperature of about 115 to 120 degrees. Then I'm going to take it off and I'm going to sear it using my Pit Boss flame broiler just to give it that final touch. And we'll see what that looks like once it's done. All right, here we go. So this is the final product. I changed my mind a little bit. I didn't end up searing it. I wanted to get the full Bradley experience. So this is how I would have gotten it in Bradley. I did try to turn the heat up at the very end to try to sear it like you would in an oven type thing, but it only goes as hot as 320 degrees. So that's as hot as we finish this. But so with the meter, we let it go until the temperature told me it was 130 degrees. And then from there, we took it out, rested it. Now it's at 135 according to the meter thermometer. But this is what it is. It smells great. It looks great. You can see there's plenty of juices still coming out of it. So with tri-tip, as you know, there are 2 grains in tri-tip. As you can see here, you might be able to see, hopefully the camera catches it, but this grain is running this way and this long piece is running that way. So the best thing to do is that we're just gonna cut down the middle and then cut against the grain to make sure that you have the most tender bite every time. So let's have a look. Look at that. Oh, mama. That is fabulous. Looks great. I think the blackout rub also helps in that one. So I'm gonna go ahead and slice this one. So this one, because it's running this way, we're gonna cut it perpendicular. That's that piece. And now this one is running this way. You see the grain kind of coming this way, so we're going to cut it across that way. Just going to spin it and cut. So you can see here. That is fantastic. It looks great. It smells awesome. You can smell a lot of that smoke. We used hickory smoke in this. And there you have it. Let's bring you in. Let's have a taste. All right, so let's have a taste here. I'm going to go with one of these little pieces here. Move this over. Cut that up. Looks really good. Medium rare. I like it. Definitely taste the smoke. Maybe a little more so than I would on a pellet grill. It's tender. Can you get out of my shop, please? Plenty of smoke flavor. You definitely taste it. Maybe a little bit more so than you would on a pellet smoker, especially for that short amount of time. I only gave it smoke for about half an hour, and then the rest was just, you know, the chamber itself heating. It's almost like it was cooking in an oven. So only smoke for that first half hour. Definitely get a lot of that taste in it. Very tender, plenty of juices. I think it worked out great. I think I've got a little bit of work to do to kind of learn the smoker a little bit better, but you know, I'm not going to eat it beyond my expectations to begin with. So I think this is really good. Absolutely. If you like what you saw today, let me know by hitting that like button and drop me some comments below. Also, please don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss out on any content. Until next time, as always, we'll catch you on the next G-Rod Grills.